Okay, I am going to set this microphone down in hopes that it will still be able to pick me up from over here. I'm going to attempt to do, I guess, a little class. I've already washed my hands. I personally don't use gloves. I don't have the ability to feel. I'm missing a finger. It just doesn't work for me. So we do a lot of hand washing around here. But I'm going to attempt to do an educational video so people can see what it is that you need to do in order to properly care for a baby possum in the beginning stages. These are not quite pinkies. Their eyes are starting to open, but they are still in a very fragile state and have to be fed every 2 to 3 hours. My alarm just went off, so we're going to get started. I'm going to pause and restart a lot during this so I don't take up 9 minutes of video with dead space. Starting out, especially in the beginning, I use specific things. Everybody does different ways. I have little glass jars. They're small. I can put just the amount of formula that I need for one feeding. This is water. Do not feed full strength formula in the beginning. I mix it half and half. At least that's what stage we're at now. In the very, very beginning stages, you will probably want to mix it even less. They're transitioning from their mother to you, and you feeding them a store-bought commercial product. I personally use Fox Valley. It's not straight Fox Valley. We all have a different mixture that we use. There are different varying opinions on different formulas, so I'm not going to debate that. I use Fox Valley. I have a very good success rate with it. So what I have done, I have drawn up half formula, half water to 2 milliliters because that's the size they are. This is a tube. Fill your purple possum tube. It's a 2.8 FR. Here is our little one. As you can see, they're starting to get their fur. They don't have a lot of fur yet. His little eyes are starting to open, but they're not completely open yet. And he knows that it is time for food. So what I do, I take a towel, I wrap it like this to hold their legs. Otherwise, you will spend 90% of your time fighting their feet and then pulling the tube out. You're going to take your tube and go into the center of their mouth. Now, let me tell you, sometimes it doesn't work that way. You have to go in from the side and transition to the center, but the center is the ideal. I always mark my tube before I start with where their tummy is on the tube, and then I slowly feed. As you can see, they immediately calm down because their tummies are being filled. Now on this particular 2 milliliters is kind of a little over for some and a little and right at the right amount for others because these are varying in size from 29 to 35 grams. This is a litter of 9 that I got last night. Not last night, night before last. They have just started back over to formula. When you first get them, the first 24 hours, they need to be rehydrated. In most cases, they have sometimes been found on a mother that has passed away, and they have been drinking soured milk, so you need to flush all of that out of their system ahead of time. These little guys got very lucky. It's done. You want to slowly remove the tube. You don't want to do anything rapidly. Remember, this tube is in their stomach. And then I take, that was probably loud on my microphone. I am using unscented, completely fragrance-free baby wipes. I unroll him from this very carefully because you can pull their fingernails out. So you want to release their little fingers as carefully as possible. I'm going to go to the bottom here and wipe on their little private area to help them go to the restroom. You will be able to tell when they go because it will change the color, especially if you use white. Cotton balls probably work best. I always have baby wipes, so that's usually what I use. And you want to wipe consistently, trying to help them also go poop. These guys are just coming off of a liquid diet, so they may not be quite there yet. So what I do, as you can see, he's caught on my shirt because they grab everything. They're used to riding on their mom's back. I always have a secondary box set up when I'm feeding so that I can easily slip them into another warm enclosure because you cannot separate 9 of them and feed them and keep them apart because they all look exactly the same. Hold on. Okay, so we have fed one baby. Take the tube off of this. I expel the rest of the formula that was in it into a trash can. I always keep water close by. A cup of hot water. And I may have to refill it a couple of times during. I go and I rinse out the tube after every feeding. And I also wash every tube. I wash the tube after every feeding to make sure that we're just not transferring anything over. So after you have done all of that, then you can move on to the next one. A round of feeding with 9 babies can take quite a good amount of time. I hope this helps somebody. I hope it helps somebody be able to, in a dire situation, help an animal that's injured. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Reach out. I'm going to try to do more videos of different animals. Forgive me, as you can tell, I've been up all night, up and down every 3 hours, and I will be this way for the next several months until baby season is over. Thank you, and y'all have a good day.